Yusa are now officially a tier 2 player. Is a ball-playing defender really critical for this Chelsea system? Technically a lubrication, but it felt like a baptism. Total beatdown, total lubrication. It was technically a lubrication, but it felt like a baptism. Chelsea psychologically got baptized. They got served for 90 minutes. It was a complete one-man show. I need to just grab my list because I made a list of all the things I want to talk about because there's a lot of talking points. So guys, as you well know with these post-match analysis, these are very long, detailed analysis. So I don't do the whole short, let's be really funny and do little tidbit stuff in there. Sorry, I'm too old to do that. This is serious. I take football very seriously, and there are a lot of things I need to get off my chest and really dissect so we can then create a bit of dialogue in the comments. You've got to start with the winning team. I say that I'm a complicated Chelsea fan. This isn't called a Chelsea football hot. This is called a half football hot, and we try and bring in objective analysis here. So we start with the winning team and the home team. Son, Heung-min Son. I want to know his exact name. I don't do it. What's this happening here? Sorry. So Son is officially Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Yusa are now officially a tier 2 player. I think that using the word underrated needs to be removed from this guy right now. You could make an argument that he is Tottenham's best player. You can make an argument. Now people will say, "Oh, what about Kane? What about Ali? What about Eriksen? What about Alvaro?" I'm just saying that you could make a case. Like, based on my eye test and viewing it, as far as footballing quality, the danger he causes, his ability on the ball, his dynamism, and the problems that he can cause going forward, you could argue that he's Tottenham's best player. But again, it's a debate. It's not that can be said. He completely destroyed Chelsea today. Forget about the goal. I told you. I don't make a guy that do the based off them scoring and go no. That's not the kind of analysis that we do here on the Half of Football Hot. I'm talking about what he did until he got brought off, because obviously Pochettino did not want to embarrass Chelsea more. It was the runs he made, the positions he found, how he was able to isolate Luis, the danger he caused, his decision making. You see, that is one of the things that is very underrated in football, decision making. It seems so simple, but decision making separates good players from really good players and really good players from really great players. You know when to dribble, you know when to pass, you know the right pass to make. Not when to, two things, know when to pass and the right pass to make, the right weighted pass. Because I remember there was one situation where he had the ball and Kane was like, look, give it to me, give me the through ball. But he waited, he waited. He then fixed the pass to Kane and put in a weighted pass into Aurier. Aurier put it across and Kane really should have scored. But he was a problem for Chelsea all the time. Like every single time that Tottenham broke, I mean, because again, that's what I was saying in my preview, that I think that, you know, Son has to play because of the speed in which he has and the kind of speed and the movement that he brings, because he just brings much more direct, forceful, penetrative movement that Lamela doesn't bring. So it was a great decision for Pochettino to start with Son over Lamela, and I mean, what can you say about that goal? And we may have to have another discussion. Is he the best Asian player ever? Because other people point to Nakata. Like the only guy I can think of, like the greatest player or the best Asian player is Nakata. I feel overall he's better than Nakata. So that's maybe another debate for another day. Is he the best Asian player of all time, unless I'm forgetting someone from that region. You could make an argument that he is superb. His best performance I've seen of him, easily. Kenan Ali, the 1-2 punch man. Very good goal from Ali. Really good goal. Nice run. Good delivery from Eriksen. And then I think you just see what Ali brings, because, see, Ali is one of those players where he's still not there. So for me, he's still tier 3. He's still a tier 3 player. But you can see that he has the tools and the rudimentals to be a really quality player because of his footwork, what he does on the ball, and just his ability. His ability on the ball is there, but it just needs cleaning up. But you can just see how important he is to Tottenham, and just how problematic a player that can be. And look, for Kane, I think for Kane, I don't give him credit for that goal, because yes, he took the shots. For me, Luiz and Kepa, they're to blame. But I felt Kane's overall performance was, again, really good, because, again, what he's showing, that he's more than just a finisher. Like, he holds, I told him, the guy's strong. He's showing his power and his strength in holding the ball up. And again, just how he distributes the ball. Again, another thing I said again, decision making. Knowing when to hold the ball up, knowing which pass to make, not rushing his pass, making sure that he always makes the right pass. So there are times when he would hold the ball and just make a nice little pass down straight into the gut of Chelsea. And then boom, Tottenham are in the attack. So I just thought he led the line very well. I mean, when you have a frontman who can score, but also provides for the team as well, I think it's a great thing to have. Sissoko. I'm building up to Chelsea. You know what? This could be like it's a 20-minute thing. I don't want to miss the Barca game, but this could be a 20-minute thing. But just like Sissoko, I've called him a brick. I still believe that he's essentially a brick. He had a great game today. He had a great game today. One of his better games. He held down midfield, and I think that he was one of the reasons why Chelsea's midfield could not get going, because he was forceful in the tackle. His positioning was good, but also him on the ball, bringing the ball out. And again, he was not in those attacking positions where he's not great. He knew his limitations and played his limitations very well, but just like he had a very solid game in midfield. I'm going to leave Luiz till last. Is Sarri to blame? Maybe. You know, was this the right... I'll blame Sarri for one thing. There's only one thing that I'll blame Sarri for, because again, you know, it's always about hindsight and everything, and you know, go with the winning team and everything. One thing I'll blame him for, and this is always the question mark. You can talk about Jorginho, Kant, and so forth, but again, Chelsea had never been exposed like this. So I'll cop him a play for the whole Jorginho thing, the Morata-Giroud thing. For me, I always said that Giroud should always start. That's why I always said that Giroud should always start. Morata was trash, and I blame Sarri for that. That's, again, as I said in my preview, he's a lovely guy. He's a nice guy, and I'm sure he's a really nice guy to talk to. I have no time for nice guys in this whole football thing. It's about who is the best person for the job. I don't think this guy's the best person for the job. So I think Sarri flopped them going for Morata over Giroud. Kante is a quality player. I believe he's the best box-to-box midfield in the world. He's not an attacking player. There is no shame on him. It is not no insult towards him. It's just being real. He is not an attacking player. So when Hazard has the ball and is giving a through ball into Kante, nah. I mean, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And Kante, you could just see that he's uncomfortable in those positions. He's adept, he's competent, but Chelsea need a player who is fully comfortable in those attacking last third regions, and Kante isn't that kind of player. So if Hazard is having the ball, that's what you could see. There were times where Hazard was double thinking of like, oh, man, do I really want to give the ball to Kante? Because I know that he's not really going to do anything attacking wise, and I know that he's not going to be able to hold on to the ball and bring me into it, because it's not his game. So again, I don't think it's, again, maybe this goes more to Sarri, again, another criticism. I think playing Kante and putting Kante in attacking positions is not it. It's not it. He's in so many dangerous areas in which he cannot be productive enough. Jorginho, exposed. exposed. His worst game for Chelsea. He couldn't deal with the speed. His immobility was totally brought to the fore. And literally, he didn't really do anything right, because when he was on the ball, his passing game wasn't there. He didn't really create anything. Off the ball, it was a horror show, a complete and total horror show. And that's a problem, because if I'm a manager and I'm preparing for Chelsea, I will look at the template that Tottenham have done and be like, man, if Jorginho is there, let's go at these guys. Press them hard, harass them, go for them, and use runners. If I have any runners on my team, use runners, use speed, and just get at these guys, and then you'll expose these guys. But yeah, it was a horror show, and I think that is something that I think Sarri has to think about as to, I'm trying to snatch Pep's chain. You see, like in a game like that, Kante has to be the DM, because he's far more mobile, and he'll be better in dealing with that, and he will have better protection for the defense. Jorginho gave no protection for the defense. Morata, trash, crap, horrible, did nothing right, was useless, still a brick. Rightfully so, I didn't fall for him coming back on the whole mini form. Sorry, ill-advised. Starting him, should have started with Giroud, who scored after being on for about 7 minutes. David Jeremiah Luiz. I have to give a shout out to my man Nini, who in my opinion is the best Chelsea FC YouTuber, bar none. Again, no offense. I mean, again, I love 100% Chelsea and so forth, but I just believe that as for analytics, breaking things down, he's the best Chelsea YouTuber out there. And when I was doing a Chelsea breakdown with him, we had a bit of a disagreement. He said David Luiz is needed in this Chelsea system, and he's needed because of his ability on the ball. This is a passing system where everybody needs to be good on the ball, and David Luiz bringing the ball out is very important to this system. And I disagreed. And I still did disagree. All I want is a defender. Is a ball-playing defender really critical for this Chelsea system? I'll give you a perfect example. There's moments where David Luiz, he brings the ball out and he wants Hazard to make a run. And he's saying to Hazard, no, make a run so I can give you like a through ball. And Hazard just stands there. Hazard says, no, you're going to give me the ball to my feet. Then eventually Luiz gave the ball to his feet, and Luiz was like, oh, come on. For a defender, if you can do a through ball and an amazing pass, that's an extra, not a necessity. It's an extra if it's worth, pass on the back, that's good. It's not a necessity. All I need you to do as a defender at the very basic is, can you give the ball to feet? If you can give the ball to feet, that's cool. Anything else, that's great, but if you can give the ball to feet, that's good, because what I really need you for is to defend. Because you being defensively sound is very important. And you can blame the system, Jorginho not protecting people anymore. Who gave away the foul, the needless foul that's led to the first goal. And Luiz's, yes, Jorginho messed up against Son. That was a poor tackle. I mean, everybody knows that Luiz at least stand him up. I mean, he completely sold himself, which made it very easy for Son just to cut in on the left and just have a 1-1 and just finish off very easily. And just throughout the game, it was a horror show for Luiz. You could just see that this guy just has no real positional sense. And Rudiger was doing the best he could. Rudiger was playing two positions. He was playing two positions. So, again, if I'm a manager and I see Chelsea starting with David Luiz, I will get my best player who is quick and fast and put him on him all game. Because that's what Son was doing all game. Was like, I'm going to be on you all freaking game and just be a complete nuisance for you all game. So yeah, look, but I think overall, bottom line is Mauricio Pochettino is a tier 1 manager. He doesn't have to have won a trophy or so forth. He's overachieving with his team. And I just think that's how tactically sound he is, how he's getting the best out of this place. Because, I mean, people like Son's good form, Ali's good form, Kane's good form, Trippier, all these guys, I think Pochettino needs to be given credit. This guy is continuously improving these players. You know, he's continually improving these players, and I just think he's doing great things with a pretty good team, not an amazing team. There's not an amazing team, but doing pretty good things with. No, he's doing amazing things with a pretty good team. So for Tottenham, man, you see, this is a great result, and I think these guys didn't buy anybody in the summer. Just, you have to think about that. They did not buy anyone in the summer, and they're still getting results. They're still getting results. That is, I mean, for me, outstanding, superb, amazing. And the only thing you would say is, man, if these guys can just get a trophy this season, that will just crystallize everything. Because I think that's just all that is missing. If they can just somehow, some way, just get a trophy, boom, that will just crystallize everything with the work that Pochettino has done, which has been amazing. Chelsea, things to think about. You know, Fabregas, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, there are options. I think for Sarri, what he's seen here is you need to really, really be a lot more open to the options you have off the bench, and don't be so dogged. Does Jorginho have to play every game? Does Morata have to play any game? So, is Luiz really your best option in defense? Really? Against certain kinds of opposition who could exploit him? Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month, and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at harfootballhot.com or just click over here.